Sure. Last season, we were rolling right along and had a chance to compete for the conference championship, and then we had two season-ending injuries to our two leaders and captains, Johnny Hill and Drew Charles, and unfortunately, after they went down, I believe we only won 2 of our last 7 or 8 games after we lost those 2 guys. So that definitely hurt us there. We had a great summer, great spring. We've had a good fall. We were able to take our team to the Bahamas, and we were able to grow as a team and enhance our team chemistry. I like our group so far. I'm sure the rest of the coaches like their group at this time as well, but I think we do have good team chemistry. I think we've got good leadership. I think we have a very skilled basketball team that can shoot the three well. And I think our biggest thing is, can we defend the way that we expect them to defend on a night-in and night-out basis? And if we can do that, I think we'll have a chance to definitely way outperform our preseason ranking.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Sam Morton with the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Sam, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Hey. I'm doing well, Hey, so I wanted to ask you, it looks like you got a nice little team, a lot of sophomores and juniors and a lot of length, but I wanted to ask you a little bit about your front court. How do you kind of see the down low, post-play, rebounding battle being won by you guys? Like, how's that going to kind of work for you guys on this team?
I think we spent some time working on blocking out and rebounding. I've noticed an improvement in practice over the last week in that area. I think we're bigger on the wings probably than we have been. I think, inside we'll have a little more strength, and with Jorge and Nick Pallis, Brandon Williams is a long, thin guy, but he's definitely got some size to him. So I think it's just a matter of want to. I think that's where rebounding comes down to. And if our guys are committed to being good rebounding, then we'll block out and we'll crash the boards. I think we have some wing players that can be great rebounders for us. Kalen Wilson, Jalen Jones, even a guy like Nathan Hawkins has some size, and they can all help us rebound. And rebounding is a team thing. We're not just going to be able to rely on one guy. Kevin Hervey kind of has a nose for the basketball. If he can get physically a little bit tougher, he could be a guy that could probably contend for, being at the top of the Sun Belt and rebounding. He averaged, I believe, 6.5 as a freshman, playing, 20-something minutes a game. He'll have a bigger role for us this year if he figures out the physical aspect of it. He has gotten bigger and stronger. But I think he's a guy that could average, close to double figures rebounding if he makes his mind up that that's what he wants to do.
Cool. And then one more quick question. When your team came back this summer, was there anybody that really kind of stood out as looking much more improved than they were the year before?
I think so. All of our guys have made steps in the right direction. There's been times, where Brandon Williams, like in our defensive boot camp, my eyes got real big as I watched him and in the progression he made toughness-wise. But all of our guys have improved. I think Drew Charles has made some steps in the right direction. I think from the time we first got him, Nick Pallis, to where he is today has made tremendous improvement, which is exciting. Jalen Jones is a guy transfer from McLennan that I think is going to be an impact player for us. Brings a lot of toughness. Has been in the gym working on his game. Very skilled guy that has a little grit to him. So I'm excited about this group. I like them. That's half the battle. You like them, get them to play hard, and hopefully, they like each other and we move the ball around like we need to. And if we do that, we can overachieve.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sam. Our next questions come from Dan McDonald with McD Media. Dan, please go ahead.
Morning, Coach. The guys that are back, Drew Charles, Kevin Hervey, and so forth, they're obviously having to take on a bigger role. What have you seen from them as far as stepping into that role?
Well, Drew Charles is one of those guys that every coach wants players like him. He's the guy that does everything you ask. I think that's why probably we did take a hit last year when he went down, because he's the guy, when we tell our guys to be louder and communicate more, he's the guy that does it. He's the guy that's, jumps to the ball every single time, that blocks out and rebounds, that no matter what you tell him to do, he's going to do it. And so he's unbelievable leader by example, and kind of sets the tone and the culture for our basketball team. Jorge Bilbao is also a guy that's a little bit like that as well. He's just the blue-collar workhorse type of guy. He's going to play his absolute heart out every single possession. I like guys like that. Those are in-the-trenches guys for us. But a guy like Eric Neal has improved a ton as well. I think last year, Johnny was kind of on pencil. Johnny Hill was our kind of starter, and Eric backed him up, although Eric did start some games for us. I think now that Johnny's no longer here, Eric's really blossomed, and we'll get to see, exactly what he's capable of. I think he's really good in the open floor. He's shooting the ball well. I think he can get open shots for the rest of our guys, so it's exciting for him. Kalen Wilson has been a guy that's been in the gym. His shot is getting better. He's an outstanding athlete, can be a great defender, can be a great rebounder for us at the wing position. He also blocks some shots. And then Kevin Hervey may be one of the most talented offensive players that I've ever coached. His feel for the game is unbelievable. He's 6'8", and he shoots the basketball. He can pass it. He makes good decisions. He has a good feel. He knows where the ball's going, so he can grab some offensive rebounds, and he's very, very long. So the sky's the limit for him, and hopefully he'll continue to make strides in the right direction.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. We have time for one more question from Luke Johnson at The Advocate. Luke, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
I'm kind of asking this question around the league today. What was your reaction when you heard Sean Long was coming back for his senior season with the Cajuns? And
obviously, like R.J. Hunter, I was pulling for him to make the decision to move on. He's a very good basketball player. He's given us fits over the last few years. Anytime a great player is coming back, you're not going to be doing backflips. The only one in the conference doing backflips is Coach Marlin, and the rest of us, we just got to figure out a way to slow him down and prevent him from having 20 and 10 or more against us. So, yeah, I wasn't real happy, but hopefully. For him, he'll go on, and after this year, hopefully he'll get drafted, and the Sun Belt will keep the roll going in terms of guys going to the NBA. I think it's great for the league. I think he does have the ability and the talent to play at the next level, and hopefully he does it on every night except for the nights that we play him.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.